it looks like people are not interested if I post stuff with sketch and paper. Before I make I had a different idea now. Look, in this video I'm going to talk about a little serious stuff. I think it's serious. Look, I always feel, maybe many people always feel like at some point in their life they feel down. They think like they don't get what they deserve, recognition. Others are good, why I'm not good, like that. And we always feel ups and downs in our life, and we never really address it to people because not everybody have a person they can open up a lot. Even within the family, they can open up to some extent, not to a large extent. They can't tell everything they wanted to tell to somebody. I mean, I'm talking about how you feel like. I don't want to say that word, but but it's a broken now that ours with mental health problems. Uh, um, we never always feel good, and that feeling will last for a long time. That we feel low, and we feel frustrated. We didn't get what we want or what we deserve. We feel like we are not recognized. I felt not we. Many people may feel, I guess, especially the younger generation. Um, Therefore, I see a lot of posts on LinkedIn like, I need this job, I need a job, I have this thing. And they may feel like, ah, after some trying, they may feel like they didn't get what they deserve. And I also felt that in the past, I was a dropper. I didn't went to, after my PG, I dropped for a year and then only I started some job. And I also felt that low kind of thing, why I'm not getting anything. Like that's a feeling like you feel low and you you want you're frustrated. And how I cope up with this is through a book. Look, different people have different coping mechanisms. Some they have a person who can push them and make them right. It's okay to be like that. They like try more. They just motivate like that. For me, it's a book. It's a book called The Fountainhead by Ayn Rand. It may seem a little bit silly for someone, but books always help me. I follow the books. I just try to imitate the characters in it, or try to get as much stuff as that. Look, book is like telling, like the author is having a visionary. Look, things are like this are happened for many years, and it's happening for you. It's no problem. There are many people who already had problems like you, and they faced it and they coped up with it. Though, therefore, it's not a problem for you. Also, it's just a matter of time. When time passes and when you get to know more stuff, it's going to be all right. That's what a book always helps. The book, actually, why I like this book because in book they have two characters. Both are youngsters. They are in a architectural school, and one goes out to the world and he becomes great and he became the best architecture. But the other guy, he expelled from school for trying something new. He's breaking some stereotypes. Like previously, they have some stereotypes in architecture, like you can only build stuff like this. But you should have a lot of fancy. But our hero, there are two characters. One character is our hero. We call him a hero here. I forget the name. I read the book 2-3 months back. I only remember one of the name, like Peter Keating is one name. There's a two guys, and one lives for the society, and the other lives for himself. Like he don't care about the society. He just want architecture. He just learn architecture. He will not bind into any norms like architecture. He don't build a house for the customers or for the society. He build a house how he thinks is a good house, like what house should be. It's like it's a design and all. I just don't want to go deep into that, but the idea is this: one guy wants to be himself, and he wants to do something what he thinks is right as an architecture. Like it should not be every brick or everything should be have a purpose like that. He builds things like that, and he do some simple works also. He don't care about the money. He just do what he wanted to do. For that, he can go to any extent. In the book, he also goes to the code for doing something which the society don't accept as an architecture. But it's really a good one. But at that point, the society don't accept what he do. But the other person always conforms to the society. He gives what the society wants. He builds things what they think other things as a good thing, like that. And he reach great heights. He become great. But this guy don't reach great heights. He only build a few things, but those are an absolute masterpiece. But they don't. Only few people find it as good. The general society, normal people don't find this architecture good, but it is extremely well. For these two characters, and they go on with their lives and the things they face, how the person who does things right and the society don't giving recognition, and person who does something like what the society wants, one who is not real, the society likes him. The one who's real and he wants to do something right, the society don't like it. And it goes on like that. Many characters will come. It's a very, very long book. It's like 700 pages. And the things that happen in the book are really, what to say, it really affected me. It really moved me to some extent. It's indirectly taught me like, okay, if you don't get what you deserve, you can still do what you are trying to do. If you don't get recognition, the society don't accepts you, or it's okay. It's okay to fail, as long as you do something, you're not failing. Like that book had many things that tells you that it's okay to be what you are, even if you are not a great, well-known guy. That's what I'm trying to say. Um, Success should not be decided by the society. That's what that book tells. According to that book, the individual guy who lives for himself and builds stuff for himself, which made him happy, is a real successful guy, like that they put it. But the one who is highly recognized, got a lot of things and all, is not considered as a. That character is very weak and he does not have any depth or personality in his. He's just a society. He's not having any individual trait. That's what the book trying to tell us. Individualism is more important than collectivism. Like how the collective people recognize you is not important. According to that book, what you are as an individual is more important. And that's what I learned from this book. I read this book for a long time, maybe 1 month. It's very good. It really helped me with coping up to some extent. Like it made me feel good now even. My problems, even though not directly connected with it, to some extent it helped me cope up with what I have. It helps me to make peace with myself and like that. Yeah, it's really helped me. So that's the thing I want to share. Like, when you feel low, there is always some things you can get inspiration from and you can make peace with your life.